أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم به يستعين في جميع الأمور اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم وارحم وترحم كما صليت وسلمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Blessed climate smart greetings from President of SAM's TQLMA Club, engaged in making Sam's Tesla 53 PGCs gold coins and 353 grams gold bars from Door Gold of Africa and bullion from Hong Kong and Switzerland for economic re-engineering of global families and businesses. We are presently engaged in re-engineering Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Sam's Development Private Limited is being incorporated in Sri Lanka to legally and ethically import gold and provide our gold coins and bars to Sam's TQLMA Club members at LBMA minus 2%. And we will be doing the same in Pakistan, and we'll be legally importing the gold from African countries and the bullion from Hong Kong, and we'll be transforming that bullion into our coins and bars by setting up a benchmark refinery of the quality of Arubis in Pakistan machine tool factory, which we are adopting, transform that into Sam's AMU Tesla campus. And the profits from the gold will be utilized to build Sam's Wheel of Life Farm School, Tesla powered and Sahada Towers along China-Pakistan economic corridor to delight global mothers and enjoy inflation-free quality life. 7 million engineers will be enrolled in Global Executive MBA in Climate Smart Business with Traction, and they will be provided training by Energy University professors, Dr. Paul Olivier and Mr. Elon Musk, to build these wonderful facilities in global university campuses, farms, and gold mines to delight all displaced mothers and children, because of the variety of conflicts which is happening in the world today. So in Gaza, in Ukraine, and in Africa. So all these displaced families will be provided with affordable food, home, and eventually they will be, enjoying a safe, inflation-free quality life. So my WhatsApp numbers are 92333223257. I'm also available on. This is my Instagram Telegram number, and I'm available on WhatsApp via 923353770052 to solve your individual, family, and business problems with money back guarantee. شكرا جزيلا. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم ورحمة الله كما صليت وسلمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. So I am giving the floor to Mr. Haru, who has got tons of experience in, gold business, and he will introduce us, his company, and then how we can really utilize the gold to really do economic re-engineering of planet Earth. The floor is yours, Mr. Haru.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just to give you a taste of my background, I started out in banking. I have 10 years experience in that. And then I went into financial services, which included selling mutual funds, insurance, things of that nature.
Mhm.
I had an epiphany in 2001. My mother passed away in 2000,
Okay.
and you know, that was a deep lick, as we say here in America.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I thought about her life and my life and my father's life and what they did, and I decided to dedicate my life to helping others as well.
Wonderful.
So I started Black Tie in 2005,
Mhm.
and quickly realized that the key to Africa's independence is economic.
Mhm.
There are a lot of groups out there that speak on changing, but they can't facilitate change. I wanted to be the one to facilitate change,
Mhm.
and uh, it was then I started concentrating on getting the business. Of course, when you start a business, you're starting with everybody else at the bottom of the ocean.
Correct.
And
Exactly. Exactly.
so, so
That's
you're
how it
catching a
works. Mhm.
lot of crapfish and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But we've been able, based on, you know, honest brokering, to be able to meet some very interesting people, including yourself.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
now that we're at the top of the game, we want to facilitate that into change.
Mhm.
And that's the reason I'm here today.
Wonderful. So I think now we are ready to basically change, this situation. And the reason why I am in this business is because I was invited by my good friend Lloyd Halferty when 25,000 Syrian refugees came to Canada. And he said,
Mhm.
Mufaddal, these are your brothers. Please take care of them. We don't know how to, we don't know how to do it. But then
Yeah.
at the same time, one of my students in, Uganda, Kampala, introduced me to, Mr. Muhammad Leon Kasule, who is a gold and diamond miner. And
Mhm.
he said, Mufaddal, the Canadian PM will take care of the Syrian refugees, but we need you badly here. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, people in Africa needs food, they need education, and, please, come to Kampala.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a drastic, change, and I decided, basically against all the opinions of my, associates and family, that, you will not come alive, from there. Where are you going, man? Are you going crazy? So I said, well, I mean, I've been invited, and, I would like to help, and Uganda is a good country, and
Yeah. It certainly
Nairobi,
is.
yeah, Nairobi actually I'm very familiar with, because Nairobi, we have got a lot of our community members. There's a university in Nairobi whom I'm affiliated with. So Nairobi was close by. So I didn't went to Kampala. I actually ended up in Nairobi. And then I
Mhm.
invited Mr. Kasule to come to, Nairobi. And then, we will discuss this, opportunities which exist. And
Mhm.
so basically, he said, well, I mean, he has got, about 5 tons of gold, in Kampala, and we want to ship it to Dubai. You go and, sell it in Dubai and bring in foreign direct investment. So
Yeah.
what happened was that, one of my associates, a very wealthy associate in Nairobi, I met him and I said, well, I need 5%, money to pay 5% tax, whatever the tax was, I think about 7% tax, and then, ship the gold to Dubai. And he says, Mufaddal, before we continue the meeting, please ask, Mohammed Kasule to stop the shipment before it enters the Nairobi borders. Send the
Mm.
gold back to Kampala. If it enters the Nairobi borders, it will become something else. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
said, you know,
that's
that happens in Africa,
well, that happens all over Africa.
all over Africa.
Yeah, we've had situations where we actually sign all of the paperwork, and then at the last second, the owner of the gold says, well, we need to pay taxes. And that, of course, blows out the whole transaction.
Correct. So anyway, so then, I sent the gold back, and then I went to Kampala and I said, well, I mean, I have to do this thing because I have made the promise, that I will do it. So I went to Kampala. I worked with basically, I don't like sitting in the office, so I like to go to the, place where action is. That's what the meaning of Gamba is, go where the action is. It's a Japanese terminology, So I went out there, on the fields, working with lower classes, see how things works, And, people were right that it's a dangerous place. And, what happened with me was that we were traveling in a secure vehicle. My window was a little down and I was working on my mobile phone. And in 10 seconds, my mobile phone was gone. So,
oh, man.
So these people were warning me. So I said, well, don't worry about my mobile phone, because if my mobile phone can feed one family, in Africa, but I'm really impressed by the skill of this gentleman, who snatched my mobile phone by risking his life. You see, so probably the family is hungry and my mobile phone will help one family feed the, get the food. So
they don't realize that the people there are.
Yeah, exactly. And I made a decision that, all these skillful people, I saw the skills of these young people, I said, well, all this skill is there and I just need to harness those skills in the right direction. And we are in business, So that's the point I made the decision that, I will be spending my efforts in re-engineering Africa and solve all the problems associated with gold and diamond mining. So that was my PhD in gold and diamond mining in 40 days, because I learned so many things,
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We are also associated with a construction company that specializes in renewable energy and renewable construction methods.
Okay, wonderful.
So, we would be happy to offer our services in conjunction with yours.
Yeah, wonderful.
To make this happen.
Wonderful.
Now, one of the things that we specialize in is private placement platforms.
Okay.
Where we take gold and hypothecate it in a platform to raise capital for projects.
Correct.
So feel free to discuss that with me as well.
And I think I'll give you a good news in a way, because, the creator of the largest private placement platform lives in Zurich. And I was selling to the gentleman, my Japanese bullion, and Japan works with their own systems, and so everything was finalized, and 200 metric tons was supposed to be lifted. And the Japanese told me that Mufaddal asked the gentleman to send the aircraft, make the payment and pick the gold. So this gentleman tells me, Mufaddal, if everybody comes and delivers the gold in my doorstep, why should I come to Tokyo? So he's a very good friend of mine, and so I agreed with him. Actually, I learned a lot from him, although there was a little bit of a loss because he scheduled everything. His team was there to receive the gold and do the essay, and he says within Mufaddal, not even 72 hours, within 24 hours I'll make the payment, fast track payment. I just need to, assay the gold, and that's it. So Mufaddal, this is my process. And, they probably own UBS also, because that's what he told me. Mufaddal, you'll set up your account in UBS, and whatever your commission money is there, it will be deposited in UBS, and you will be all set, man. Come to Switzerland, live a wonderful life over here, So
yeah, that's a problem I ran into as well. And one of the issues we had conversation with a group that owned gold, but they wouldn't move it to
Yeah,
Dubai. It was in
correct.
Kenya, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So now I
And
think my model is, based on all these experiences, my model is simply this, that it's, instead of moving the gold, why don't we move the refineries to where the gold is?
exactly.
Pretty simple, right? Moving the refinery is simple. So,
I mean, you and it's like I'm talking in the mirror. Because I said the same thing.
Exactly.
There are no refineries in Africa.
Yeah, exactly. But now
You know,
I found out basically, that there is a sort of a wonderful refinery right in the airport of Nairobi. Okay.
mhm.
And they want to upgrade it to, LBMA standard. And it's a wonderful project. So I said, well, I mean, if I have a refinery like this in Nairobi, which is my favorite city, I don't
Yeah,
need to ship the gold anywhere else. All
that's what
the
I'm
gold
talking about.
all the
That's
gold
what I'm
in East Africa will remain in East Africa. And I will set up
exactly.
one refinery in Accra, Ghana, which I'm planning to do because,
Mhm.
because a lot of the gold is there in Accra, Ghana. And my gemologist, David, is presently in Accra, looking at all the door gold which is available there. And I'm
Yeah,
stopping him to bring the gold to Dubai. I said, well, it's easy for me to transport the refinery there, So we'll do it. Okay. So that is now the project. 200-acre site is available to us in Accra, Ghana. And,
mhm.
my model is pretty simple. And I think that's what we will do, over here also, that, instead of signing all these lengthy joint venture agreements and this and that, I've simplified the model because, I was trying to do certification of one of the Pepsi plants in Karachi. And I was hired as a consultant. And then I said,
Mhm.
well, I was given a time of 6 months, a very, very aggressive timeline to,
Yeah,
do the certification. So I said, I will not be able to do it as an external person. But then if I become an internal customer, then I will be able to deliver on it. So
exactly.
position was created for me, which was total quality operations manager. So I'm looking after quality, I'm looking after operations, everybody reports to me, So that way I was able to accomplish that target, not in 6 months, in 5 months, So
Mhm.
that's the learning I had, that, once you become an internal team member, it's very easy to work with. No complications are there. You are just part of the, internal team member. So I become part of your consortium. And then, simply I will integrate all the technologies, get all the finance, which is available from our community leader, Sayyidina Ali Qadar Mufaddal Saifuddin, because we work with non-bank financial system. So that's
Mhm.
what Elon loves to do. Elon
Mhm.
made billions using PayPal, that.
Yes, of course.
And today Elon, likes to work with Bitcoin wallet.
Mhm.
So, so he is on the same page with me, that Mufaddal, banks are basically business killers. So let's try not to work with banks. Let's develop something innovative so that we can, do the transactions cost effectively and in a very, very safe manner.
Yeah.
So, with Elon Musk around and with, my food business, which is a $5 trillion a year industry, I think
Mhm.
we are in a position to give the benchmark ROI. Whatever platforms are there, whatever businesses are globally there, I'm challenging everybody. Nobody can give you better ROI than, climate smart food business and Mr. Elon Musk's, companies.
Okay. Well, how do we get started? That's my question.
It's pretty simple. I think what we will do is, I can obviously, make you a director in my group, in my company. So you become a director in my company, represent me in North America and Africa,
Mhm.
and then, if there is a need for me to get incorporated in your company, I mean, in your consortium, you can do that. And then we move forward. I think it's pretty simple and straightforward.
Okay. Well, let's do that. because I'm like I said, I have a burgeoning of opportunities that I can't do by myself.
But
I see it.
correct.
I know how to get there, but I don't have the means to get there.
And immediately,
you have it.
Immediately, Haru, we have 1870 metric tons of gold lying in New York. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. The gold is there in New York, you know. So now I signed a contract of CIF. And the reason behind signing the CIF contract was that the gold can then be shipped in the 400 kilogram pallets to all the LBM approved refineries.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in working with all the refineries to make my coins and bars, which will become a new standard, because all the gold currently is contaminated, you know. You know, whatever format it is contaminated. So we melt it, we form these new bars, and we use all the LBM approved refineries, you know, to manufacture for us. So that is the reason I created, I accepted the CIF opportunity. But the gold is available in New York and it can be shipped. And I think if we can save on the tax money, which is like 0.5 million US dollars per 400 kg, that will be perfect for us. So you can take care of, immediately you can take care of that project. You know, simply own that, you know, 1870 metric tons, and we use the platform, maybe start up New York company, or you can talk to Chief Usti of Georgia, you know, who has got the state of SC and RFP established. And he said, Mufaddal, I can give you a better, you know, startup New York gives you 10 years tax break. I will give you the lifetime tax break, you know, incorporate your company in a state of SC and RFP. So that is also a possibility that, you know, you can utilize Chief Usti's platform so that we don't have to pay the taxes and, you know, etc. to ship the gold. And it is shippable. So we can ship it without really paying huge amount of taxes. We have to simply, you know, take care of chartering the aircraft and, you know, transporting the gold.
Okay. Are there any documents that I need to sign or anything?
I will send you the contract just after we are done. And then you fill out all your, with all your licenses and everything. And then, you know, you take care of this whole 1870 metric tons, you know. I'm simply trying to get one to just as the trial shipment. You know, I'm trying to get 400 kilograms shipped to my company in Dubai, you know, Hala, Diamond and Foods. I will share the contract, which he has signed. And then you can sign the similar contract with all your licenses and everything. And you said, okay, now we are taking care of all the things in New York. And, you know, then we will be shipping the gold to wherever we want to ship to.
Okay. Let's make it happen. Let's make it
can happen, right? Okay. So I think, you know, let's move forward and, you know, without, I'm a lean engineer and I would like to do lean engineering everywhere, you know. So no unnecessary physical and virtual waste should be there in our processes and systems, you know. So I think with this 1870 metric tons in our custody, we have enough money to really buy, you know, everything we want to buy.
Yeah.
And I've given an assignment to Mr. Elon Musk, you know, not to contest for the president of, United States, because I don't want him to happen what happened to Kennedy, you know, in my time, you know. So I said, well, you know, Elon, don't buy Coca-Cola and don't buy big companies, buy America.
Well, politics in America is crazy.
Yeah, it's terrible. You know, so I mean, there is no need to get into politics. We simply say, okay.
I don't want to do it. I'm
exactly.
not doing it. Right? All I want to do is
So what we are looking at,
so
I made a promise to Elon, and I said, Elon, you focus on buying America. I will make America, which is my country. I spend my best part of my life in America. Although I didn't get the citizenship from America because I don't like them, because they call me alien. And I didn't like it, you know, so I said, well, I'm not an alien, you know, and I don't.
They call us aliens.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it doesn't, you know, I'm so used to, I don't even let it bother me, but, you know.
No, actually.
Like I said, all I want to do is you know, get some money so I can invest in Africa.
Correct, exactly. exactly.
and do what I have
And,
to do.
uh,
Africa
and so,
contains most of the world's resources.
and
Why not go?
actually, and I
That's what
made
I
a,
don't. That's what I don't understand.
correct. I made a right decision in 1986 because, if you say, if you lie to get the citizenship, because at that time it was mass amnesty. Okay, in 1986, everybody became citizens, okay, of America. And I started my PhD at that time, and my international director told me that, Mufaddal, give me your passport and your wife's passport, and by the time you graduate, you will become a citizen of America. So I said, well, I'm currently living legally and ethically, and I don't need amnesty because I haven't done any crime. Amnesty is for illegal people, who have done some crime.
Yeah,
And if I get the citizenship now, it can be revoked anytime.
of course.
I know it can be revoked because, I got it in a wrong way. So I'm not interested in, in getting that kind of citizenship. I mean, whenever I need to come to USA, I come legally and ethically, and that's what I do. So,
Yeah.
nobody stops me from coming to USA, and so now I think that actually helped me to, do these kind of things which I'm doing today. I came to $1
Okay.
million a day city, which is Karachi. Huge opportunities are here, in
Mhm.
Karachi. And, I now want to utilize Karachi's profits of $1 million+ a day to basically re-engineer all my, engineers, fellow engineers, and all my associates in America. I can do it now. They're in a position to
Okay.
do it. So I
Well,
think we are on the same page, and let's move forward and make sure that we are in business. I will share the contract with you. You fill out everything according to that contract which Hala did, and
mhm.
then basically we move forward with
Well,
1870 metric ton transaction.
as they say in America, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Exactly, RWA. Right? So I think Mr. Raja would love to probably have a Zoom session with you. But I think what we don't want to talk, we want to act now. Because I had a lot of discussion about this with Mr. Raja, and he is a wonderful person living in Chennai, India.
Mhm.
And I said, well, all the Indians are ruling America anyways, the prime
Yeah.
minister is from Chennai, and, so economically, you guys are ruling anyways,
Mhm.
so there's no issue there in terms of, doing business with you because, you are in Chennai, and, I love, Prime Minister Modi, who is a very good friend of Sayyidna, and, we are
Mhm.
doing a huge project in Mumbai. So I said, well, no issues at all. We can re-engineer India also, and along with America. And so, I think that's opportunity we have. And the opportunity was provided to me by my very, very good friend, Mr. Fadal Qasim, who
Mhm.
actually was selling me the, Mitsubishi bullion. And
Yeah.
that offer is still available to us, at 12.9 discount. It's a Mitsubishi hallmark bullion, and huge
Mhm.
quantities are available. So I said, well, Qasim, let's take care of this 1870 metric ton first, and then after that, we will have enough money to purchase, that Mitsubishi bullion also.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
So thank you very much. And I think I would like you to conclude the meeting in your prayers, from prayers from your side. And then I
Mhm.
will do the prayers in my language and we conclude the session.
Okay.
You do
Are
your
you going?
Christian prayers, I mean, the way that you pray, you follow Christianity, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you do your prayers, to delight my favorite prophet, Jesus Christ. And,
Mhm.
I will do my prayer in my language to delight my prophet, Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And that way, we will have the blessings of our favorite prophets and we move forward with agility.
Yes, sir. Exactly. All right. Are you going to send everything through WhatsApp, or would you like my email address?
Yeah, email address would be fine. If you can email me all the details, I will share my email ID with you. And, email is better because, WhatsApp, I need to send it to my email and then, do the documentation. So email will be perfect.
Okay, very good. I'll send you my my encrypted email and also general email, so you can have both of those.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. All right.
So prayer from your side.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity and the blessing you bestowed upon me. I appreciate that so much.
Thank you very much. And I think we are ready now. I will conclude, we'll do the prayer in Arabic. Shukran Jazila. We are very, very fortunate to, establish this business relationship with Mr. Heru. And collectively, we will make sure that not just Africa, but the whole Mother Earth gets re-engineered, and 7 billion engineers would work for us to build these wonderful facilities which we are trying to build globally, and to delight 2 billion mothers. And once we do that, then I think there is no issues there, because all the issues are resolved. Basically, all the issues are there because of economic reasons. And if we can eliminate those economic reasons, then things will be smooth and fine. And I think we will make 2024 a peaceful, healthy, productive year for 8 billion residents of our planet. Shukran jazila. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim. ورحمة رام كما صليت وسلمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Shukran. Thank you.
You're welcome.